Hello, my friends. Welcome back to American Lingo Academy. I'm Fiona, and today we're going to learn another 10 common English phrasal verbs that native speakers use all the time. These phrasal verbs are very useful, and I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what they mean and how to use them naturally in your own conversations. Today we're focusing on phrasal verbs that start with blow and bow sounds. Don't worry if these seem tricky at first. I'll explain each one slowly and clearly, and give you real examples that you can start using right away. So grab a notebook if you want to take notes, get comfortable, and let's dive right in. Number 1, blow in. This phrasal verb means to arrive somewhere unexpectedly or without planning. It's like when someone shows up at your door without calling first. We use this when someone comes to visit or arrives somewhere in a casual, unplanned way. For example, imagine your friend Sarah lives in another city, and she decides to surprise you by coming to your town without telling you. You might say, "Sarah just blew in from Chicago this morning. I had no idea she was coming." Here's another one. Let's say you're at work and your boss mentions that some important clients visited the office. You could say, "3 new clients just blew in today asking about our services." Number 2, blow off. This is a very common phrasal verb with 2 main meanings. First, it can mean to ignore someone or something, or to not do something you're supposed to do. Second, it can mean to cancel plans or skip something. Think of it like pushing something away, like the wind blowing leaves off a tree. For example, imagine your friend keeps texting you about a problem, but you're too busy to deal with it right now. You might say, "I'm really stressed about work, so I'm just going to blow off his messages until tomorrow." You might hear something like, "I was supposed to study tonight, but I decided to blow it off and watch Netflix instead." Number 3, blow out. This phrasal verb means to stop burning suddenly, usually because of air or wind. Think about birthday candles or a campfire going out. It's also used when something breaks or stops working, especially with electrical things. For example, let's say you're having a romantic dinner with candles on the table, and suddenly a strong wind comes through the window. You might say, "The wind blew out all the candles on our dinner table." People often say, "The power blew out during the storm, so we had to use flashlights all night." Number 4, blow over. This means that a problem, argument, or difficult situation ends naturally with time, usually without anyone having to fix it. It's like a storm that passes by on its own. We use this when we want to say that something bad will get better if we just wait. For example, imagine you and your sister had a big fight about something silly, and your mom is worried. You might tell her, "Don't worry, Mom. It's not a serious problem. It will blow over by tomorrow." Here's another one. If there's drama at your workplace because of a misunderstanding, your colleague might say, "The boss seemed angry about the mistake, but I think it will blow over once she understands what really happened." Number 5, blow up. This phrasal verb has several meanings, but the most common ones are to explode, to get very angry, or to become much bigger or more important. Think of a balloon getting bigger and bigger until it pops. For example, imagine you're telling your friend about a small argument that turned into a huge fight. You might say, "We were just talking about what movie to watch, but somehow the conversation blew up into a big argument about our relationship." You might hear something like, "My phone keeps getting text messages about that video I posted. I think it's starting to blow up on social media." Now, before we continue with the rest of our phrasal verbs, I want to ask you a quick favor. If you're finding this lesson helpful, please hit that like button right now. It really helps me know that you're enjoying the content. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss our daily English lessons. We're here to help you improve your English every single day, and your support means the world to me. Okay, let's keep going. Number 6, blurt out. This means to say something suddenly without thinking about it first. It's usually something you didn't plan to say, and sometimes it's something you wish you hadn't said. Imagine words just jumping out of your mouth before you can stop them. For example, let's say you're at a surprise birthday party, and you accidentally tell the birthday person about the surprise before it happens. You might say later, "I was so nervous that I blurted out everything about the surprise party the moment I saw her." People often say, "I didn't mean to tell him about the job interview, but I was so excited that I just blurted it out." Number 7, bored out. This is a less common phrasal verb, but it's still useful to know. It means to provide someone with meals and a place to stay, usually for payment. Think of it like a boarding house where people rent rooms and get their meals included. For example, imagine your family decides to rent out your extra bedroom to a college student. You might tell your neighbor, "We're going to board out our spare room to help pay for our son's college tuition." Here's another one. If someone is looking for a place to stay while they're studying in your city, you might say, "My aunt boards out students from the local university. She provides breakfast and dinner every day." Number 8, board up. This means to cover windows, doors, or openings with wooden boards, usually to protect a building. People do this when there's going to be a big storm, or when a building is empty and they want to keep people out. For example, imagine there's a hurricane coming to your town, and everyone is preparing their houses. You might say, "We spent all afternoon boarding up the windows before the storm hits tonight." You might hear something like, "That old house on Main Street has been boarded up for years. I wonder if anyone will ever fix it up." Number 9, bog down. This phrasal verb means to get stuck or slowed down by something difficult or complicated. Think of a car getting stuck in mud. A bog is a type of wet, muddy ground. We use this when progress stops because something is too hard or takes too long. For example, let's say you're trying to plan a family vacation, but you can't decide where to go because everyone wants something different. You might say, "We're getting bogged down trying to pick a destination. Everyone has a different idea about where to go." People often say, "The meeting got bogged down in small details and we never talked about the main issue." Number 10, bog in. Now, this is an interesting one because it's mainly used in Australian and British English, but you might hear it sometimes. It means to start eating with enthusiasm, or to begin working on something with energy and determination. Think of diving into your food or diving into a project. For example, imagine you're at a family barbecue and your uncle just finished grilling burgers and hot dogs for everyone. He might say, "All right, everyone, the food's ready. Bog in." Here's another one. If you and your friends are starting a big project like cleaning out a garage, someone might say, "We have a lot of work to do, so let's just bog in and get started." And there we have it. 10 more phrasal verbs to add to your English vocabulary. Remember, the key to learning phrasal verbs is practice and repetition. You don't need to memorize all of these today. Pick 2 or 3 that seem most useful to you, and try to use them in your conversations this week. These phrasal verbs will make your English sound much more natural and fluent. Native speakers use them all the time without even thinking about it, and now you can too. Don't worry if some of them feel strange at first. That's completely normal. Just keep practicing, and soon they'll feel natural to you as well. Thank you so much for watching today's lesson. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who are learning English. I love reading your comments, so let me know in the comments below which phrasal verb was new for you, or tell me about a time when you used one of these in conversation. And remember to subscribe to American Lingo Academy because we post new videos every single day to help you improve your English. I'll see you tomorrow with another great lesson. Until then, keep practicing and remember you're doing amazing. Bye for now.